Danger neutral position, perhaps getting the shoulders past 90 degrees for 3 counts and getting a takedown that way.
Nick Grosso, our referee, shook his head, said no, not there enough, but he does have this arm now. Does Van Ness looking to turn him?
Yeah, he's looking to thread that. See, he's trying to thread through that elbow, and he's calling a stalemate. Go on their feet again.
Van Ness, his 3rd tech fall of the season, and give Penn State their first bonus point victory in this duel.
And easily does it, and he snaps, runs around, gets the takedown, and the tech fall. I'd call that bouncing back, Zach.
That is a bounce back, and that is the first bonus point victory of the duel for Shane Van Ness, with the technical fall coming his way in the 3rd. Penn State.
First round and won 7 straight for 3rd. Well, you know, a little trivia here. A guy named Larry Quizzle from Boise State in 1999 lost in the first round, had a pigtail for the first of his consolation and won 8 straight and got 3rd. So he stands alone in a sense. And, you know, there'll be a lot of people going, I remember Larry Quizzle did something nobody else has done.
Takedown there for Kasich. It started at 125 with Rutgers.
And driving, if he can keep, he's just too close to the edge. And all Hare would have to do is...
Hashtag Friday Night Wrestling all over here tonight. Justin has a question. 2 different shoes. Never seen that before. In that bow.
And that'd be like him. And there you go. Wow. Great job.
Good catch, Justin.
Our crack production crew. Great job of catching.
Short time here. Kasich's going to have a big match next week, too, when Iowa, Penn State battle up here. This 157-pound bout's going to be real nice.
Yeah, Ja'Cory Teamer back in the lineup, hopefully, and ranked number 1. That'll be a great meet, as it always is. In fact, Penn State, the last time I lost was January 31st, 2020, against Iowa. I think it was 1917. I was doing that meet. It was
not all too pleased with down in his corner.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a matter of getting overwhelmed. You're really not stalling. You can't do anything underneath because you're being overwhelmed. But right here, Hare has a responsibility, you know. But this is where it's tough as a true freshman. He hasn't felt anything like this. Maybe ever. Yeah. I mean, you know, this is the toughest match he's ever been in his life in one sense.
Hare just a true fun. Give credit to Hare. He did not give in and holds it to a decision here at 157 pounds. Halfway through here from Piscataway. 5 matches down, and Penn State's got it rolling along. Five matches down here from Jersey Mike Arena, and it is Penn State.
Seconds that it took him to get in there. And I think he's been in on 1 before. I mean, he is going to get after you, and I don't know of anyone that's really that I've ever watched that has a pace that goes as hard as Messenbrink for as long as Messenbrink goes. I mean, he's going to, you know, and the thing about it is it's not like he doesn't get tired. He just keeps going when he's tired. Really special talent.
These two have a long history, too. Messenbrink's 3-0 all time, and it's been tech falls every single time. The opponents, it's going to be between this Penn State group. Who comes out? White was issued with a stall warning here in the first. Messenbrink looking to turn.
Yep, got the wrist trap there, looking for the cross wrist tilt. See how stretched out. See, even Messenbrink is stretched out himself, and he's got White stretched out on his belly, trying to pull up that wrist, get an arm bar. He's setting everything up with one thing that looks like, and then he's going to go and off.
Go ahead, get set, cover.
White kind of covering a little bit too hard here, so referee Nick Grosso tells him a little bit slower, and now we're underway.
Improve.
Wow.
1.
Just kind of, you know, it was kind of like a bucking bronco right there. And the bronco won. He bucked off White. And White Innocent, Keckeisen from that area, who's having a great year for UNI.
So Anthony White takes it to the third period still. Messenbrink.
Top bottom neutral.
Here's that
There's the puck. And the kind of cartwheel out. So
get set.
Reigning national champion, two-time All-American Levi Haynes.
One red, neutral.
Standing by, waiting for his turn at 174 pounds.
The shot, head to the outside single. As he drives and covers, it should be 3.
And Messenbrink will end the match early with a technical fall. Another bonus point victory for Mitchell Messenbrink at 165 pounds, his 11th of the season, to continue the winning.
There's the 3 points. He was continuing to work to move that elbow through and cut off that hand to the hips and get the 3.
Levi Haynes, the number 2 ranked wrestler in the country. He's 1-1 in ranked opponents. His only loss came to Keegan O'Toole of Missouri. That was a sudden victory win for Keegan O'Toole. It was the only win of the duel for Missouri in that one, but the only loss for Levi Haynes, and the reason he's got that number 2 next to his name.
If nothing else, that makes Haynes reset.
Haynes with the lone takedown to give himself a 3-1 lead at the end of the first. All right, so Friday Night Wrestling, our hashtag coming in. Check the tape from last week. So we put our investigative team on it. They checked the tape from last week. Did Bo Bartlett wear different shoes then too? Look at it, Tim.
There he is again. You shouldn't usually step over a whizzer. Haynes felt like, well, I can do that. And Turley about made him pay. Kept him from getting the 3 points, but he about got the takedown there. And I think Jackson Turley feels like he missed an opportunity right there.
Set.
Riding time has been secured for Haynes, so he essentially has a 3-point lead.
Turley has an opportunity right here, What's your shot? What's your go-to move here? Make sure it's great, because you have an opportunity for, if he gets a takedown and rides him out, it would be sudden victory. The riding time secured for Haynes. Right now, footwork's so important, controlling the ties from a Turley standpoint.
Because you're
crowd here inside Jersey Mike's Arena, the second most ever, 8,057 here today. All 3 of those top ones against Penn State. 184 pounds, number 1 ranked wrestler in the country for Penn State, Carter Sirachi out there. And for Rutgers, you have the number 18 ranked wrestler in the country, Shane Cartagena Walsh. Sirachi a perfect 11-0 rep. 1 minute left to go in the first.
Get out of that grip. Get out of that grip.
Sirachi, obviously the offensive-minded duo, has constantly been on the offense throughout his matches so far. He's in on the legs here. Last Friday was the first match that went all 3 periods. Still won it by bonus points over Silva's.
That done in a about a 3-foot sphere, where most guys would have gone out of bounds. He was able to score on the edge, on the line.
4 seconds to get up and out. Sirachi in the bottom spot. Cartagena Walsh, there was someone that Coach Goodale said, this is someone our crowd can get behind. He's a hustler. He's the